Hello. I'm just gonna brush my hair first. It's still a little bit wet, but it's okay. Trying to be gentle with my hair. My brush is handleless because I feel like I've had this brush for like 15 years. I don't know why, but I feel like there's some things that I just never think. It never crosses my mind to like buy a new one. But yeah, I've had this one for many years, and years ago I struggled with like anger problems, which I feel like my whole family kind of struggles with. But yeah, I chucked it at a wall one day and the handle popped right off. So, but thankfully the Lord has helped me to grow, to not have, at least not to the extent that I had anger issues. There is hope. If anyone out there is feeling like they're hopelessly gonna struggle with anger problems because maybe they feel like it's ingrained in them from childhood, there is hope. And at least for me, in God's work in my life and like His Holy Spirit residing in me, helping to produce fruits of self-control and love and gentleness. Okay, I'm gonna clip my hair back. Okay. I'm just gonna do a quick, my regular makeup routine. Well, I say regular, but I really don't do makeup that often, to be honest. But sometimes it's therapeutic just to like do your face up and make up. My brushes are under the sink. I have this bag over my brushes because like I don't want dust and dirt to get on them. But I probably should clean them soon anyways. Okay. I'm gonna scoot up a little bit. Got my Garnier eye roller concealer. I've used this since like high school. Well, at least this type of concealer. I actually feel like I've used the same one since high school because it seems to be lasting infinitely long. Even when I think it starts to run out, it's still... Actually, I'm gonna put foundation on and then blend it in with a brush. I use my products until they're completely out. Gonna blend this first a little bit I'll probably go in with more in a second. So I've just been waiting. I talked about waiting a little bit in a different video, I think. Well, it hasn't been uploaded yet. I don't know if you'll see it by now yet or not, because I have a bunch of random videos that haven't been uploaded yet, but there was one day I got cheese bread from Publix, and it was so good. And I was cutting into it, and I was like, this bread is so good and so crispy the way I'm cutting into it. I'm like, I want to do a video cutting into this bread and eating a sandwich with it and just chatting, so I did. Anyways, I talked about I don't even know what I said. I just know that I mentioned the concept of waiting and how it can be good for growth, even though it sucks in the moment sometimes, having to be patient. But yeah, I've just been waiting on like a job. Well, I have one finally on the way, but because it's like a federal contract job, I had to do like really super thorough background check type stuff and send in fingerprints and all that. And anyways, it's just been a hot minute trying to do all that stuff, make sure it's correctly and sent in and received. So it's just a transcribing job. It'll seem like it's out, but then it'll like more will come. Watch, the one time I say that and it's actually out. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna like do concealer. I don't know what I was saying. It's a transcribing job. For years, more years than I like to admit, was training to do stenography. And I do have another one. I'm gonna get that. I just could not get to the speed needed to do live stenography. And that's just a me problem. That's not because like it's impossible to do. So if anybody out there is trying to do that, you got it. But I don't know, I think I was lacking. Okay, I'm just going crazy. Don't mind me. I was just lacking maybe this. I mean, I was doing it daily, had my routine, but I feel like I didn't have just that like oomph of passion or motivation to really get past certain plateaus of speed levels. I was at like 200 words per minute, and I just feel like I couldn't get past that, and you have to be 225 to be a working court reporter. Court reporting, stenography, those terms I'll be using interchangeably if I ever bring that up. But yeah, really tough trying to get to 225 words per minute, but thankfully, in the Lord's grace and provision, He provided me a job in transcription, which is just pre-recorded audio that I'm transcribing, but I'm able to use my steno skills and steno machine for the transcription, and so that's been an awesome way. I've been able to use the skills I already acquired without them just going complete useless in this time that I'm just not really able to do live yet, at least. But the job I had, because AI is getting so advanced, one of their biggest clients that was giving us the majority of job assignments started using AI, so they had to let go of a bunch of the workers. But I was able to find another one, but in the meantime I was trying to work to get my speed up to do it live, but it just wasn't happening again. So thankfully by God's provision, found another job that is similar to what I had, but a lot of it is like stuff that is said in another language and then interpreted. So I think that's why AI maybe hasn't taken over that yet, because it'd probably be a minute. Well, I don't know. It might be difficult for the AI to like decipher between what needs to be transcribed and not when there's multiple languages going on. Okay. And it's also like illegal. Maybe because like legally they gotta make sure it's like super accurate. This blush is ridiculous. I always get so messy. I'm just gonna like pat what's already in the bag, because it's everywhere, because it broke up in a bunch of pieces and it's just like coming out of the container even though I have it closed shut. I like doing the bridge of my nose rather than the tip. So yeah, in the meantime, I just randomly decided to do some ASMR videos because, I don't know, I've loved ASMR for years. Let me do mascara. Yeah. I've loved ASMR. I especially love the I feel like I first got into it with like the super like edited, really well done ASMR, which is really good at times, and some people love that. But then I really got more into like lo-fi ASMR, which obviously is what led me to do lo-fi. And also because I'm literally I don't have anything fancy. I literally have the iPhone like SE, really old. People always ask what number. I don't know what number. I just know it's an SE, but it's like the super tiny phones from like, I don't even know what year. I remember my friend having one first before me, like back in like 2013 or 14. That's crazy to say that. And then I eventually got one like years and years later, and now I have a refurbished one because I love the size of it so much. I hate how big phones are getting, but I don't have the finances to get one of the newer tiny ones that are like really expensive. Apple products be so expensive. Sorry, I'm like super tedious with my eyelashes. I do it over and over. I really like to make them like pop. I feel like that really helps my face. My eyelashes being done is what makes me feel the best. Personally, I know some people it's like the eyebrows or just having like a little bit of foundation and blush. But yeah, it's been so fun to have a passion, like a hobby again. I don't remember the last time I had like something I did outside of like work and church. I'm passionate about like church and like ministry type stuff and serving, but like having a hobby. I feel like the last time I had a creative hobby was like in high school, or kind of middle school into high school. I was obsessed with making things out of duct tape. Did anybody else go through a phase like that? I was obsessed with just making things in general. And then I started I like made a wallet, and then it just escalated from there. I made a purse. I made a whole backpack in middle school that was rainbow striped, and on the straps it said, spelled out in duct tape nerd. Only my middle school past self would have the audacity to walk around school like that after having been bullied, like as if I was asking for more. Actually, no, I genuinely was just so happy about it and proud about it. I wasn't thinking I would get bullied. I don't think I got bullied. If I did, or at least not for that, if I did, it would probably have been without my awareness. I'm sure that probably might have happened. I feel like I've never been good at eyebrows, so don't mind me being really bad at this. I was bullied the most for having a big forehead, as you can see, and like I was called zombie a lot because of my under eye dark circles, but whatever, that's okay. I was bullied somewhat for having zits, but that didn't bother me as much because I was like, I felt like that wasn't something permanent, whereas my facial structure is permanent. That bothered me about my forehead. Yeah, my eyebrows are just not, I don't know. I just would prefer them being light than going too crazy, looking like a clown, because I'm not good at it. But yeah, I just loved making things. My favorite class ever was 3D art. Yeah, like doing paper mache or clay, or like one time we were making things out of soda bottles, not soda cans, and I made a whole purse with like a flower on it. Yeah. And I knew a lady at the time that had a bunch of cats, and she collected the like metal pop-up things from cat food cans. She had a whole bin of them, and she gave them to me for that, and I made a whole strap out of it. It was really cool. It was so much fun. Being able to make that was so fun. I love getting in the zone with creative stuff. I also have enjoyed drawing. I'm not the best at multitasking, so sometimes I just go quiet because I can't talk while I'm doing something. Yeah, when I'm drawing in videos, it's not actually great because I'm like doing it really fast, but I've enjoyed drawing in the past. Actually, I don't want to do highlight. I need like a different close-up mirror for that. Setting powder. Okay. But yeah, it's been years since I drew. I had a book that I would draw in, and like the progression is crazy. It was like started out as like really cutesy drawings, and then it got really dark as I then it turned into poetry. I feel like I was inspired by Tyler Joseph. All of his really old school songs. He's the singer in 21 Pilots. It helped inspire me to use poetry to get through really difficult feelings and situations. And then so then the book turned into like writing and scribbling and not really drawing, and just letting out my emotions in it, which was cool. It was like very recent I started drawing a little bit more again. I have a friend that is an amazing artist. She does beautiful drawings and paintings and everything. And she had the lovely idea to have like an art picnic with her like church community, and it was so awesome. We all like went to a park, like got picnic blankets, had snacks, and then like colored and painted, oil pastels, whatever anybody wanted, that just anything artsy, we all just came together and did that. So fun. And I had so much fun just drawing, just random things. The last drawing I did, and that she all gave us all journals and we put stickers on it. And the last drawing I drew so far in that journal was a little turtle, which ended up being the picture of my, like, the icon for my YouTube channel. It's just a little tiny cartoon, little turtle. Looks like a kid drew it, but I had so much fun drawing different random things. I drew like the Gudama, if I'm saying that right, the little egg dude. I drew him. I drew little sloths, just little fun things. The Slurpee, because my husband loves Slurpees, so that was like ode to him. And then yeah, I drew a flower. Flowers are fun. I love this setting powder so much. I feel like it makes my look complete and put together. Yeah, it's so fun. I highly recommend. If you have I think that's I've been really blessed by the waiting period between jobs, to be able to explore passions again, creative passions, and that's been a huge blessing. So if you have the time and energy, highly recommend. But I know it can be tough getting there, because I stopped drawing for years because I just didn't have the energy or the gumption for anything creative. Okay, I've been rambling a lot, so sorry if this is too chatty for you. Am I forgetting something? I feel like I want some more bronzer. And yeah, just encouragement that I feel you if you're in a season of waiting for something and you're like, is it ever gonna happen? Or you feel like there's no way through. God can always make a way. And yeah, my hair's still wet, so I can I don't have a hair dryer anymore. Maybe I'll just let it hair dry. Okay. Anyways, I'll stop rambling now. Okay. That'll be all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.